She asked thousands of men, who do you confide in 100%? The overwhelming reply from the men, nobody. That's this week on Men in the Wild, where we find real life stories of men on the internet and break down what's going on beneath the surface to understand how the lessons that we learned growing up about what it means to be a man impact our ability to live lives of authenticity, connection, and power today. So in a really famous Reddit post on Ask Men, a woman wrote, I'm worried about men's mental health. Men, who do you confide in 100%? Right? And overwhelmingly, men responded, hey, there is nobody that I confide in 100%. Men told stories about the ways that they've gotten betrayed and been let down, how they've tried to open up to some people and it felt like a burden. One guy said, 99% of the time, no one, I am my own therapist. Another guy said, he used to tell his dad everything, but ever since his dad died, he stopped opening up to anybody, and all of the grief and the stress is really starting to add up. And I think for most of us, we have intuitively the sense that that's true with the men in our own lives. As somebody who has been facilitating men's work for a lot of years, it's really exceptional and special when you create a space where men understand, like, oh, I could really open up here. And it's so special because you can tell there is nowhere else in their lives that they are doing it. We talk about the male loneliness epidemic, and it's something that gets a lot of debate online. Like, does it exist? Is it self-inflicted? Is it just a human loneliness epidemic going on right now? But I think the more important thing that we need to talk about is the socialization process for boys and men today. Because here's the bottom line. When you raise an entire part of the population with ideas like boys don't cry, real men never ask for directions, real men are in control, real men win, what you're going to do is you are going to psychologically structure an entire community of people to feel like it is impossible for them to let people see the real them. You cannot live up to stereotypical masculinity and also practice vulnerability with others. But here's the bottom line. When I cannot practice vulnerability with others, it is a war on my mental health. If I am never vulnerable with others, I am going to be operating at a way lower capacity in my life. It's just how it works. It's not good for our mental and emotional health. So let me know, do you know men like this who never open up to anybody about anything? And let me know if you know some men who have made real changes on this front. Put it in the comments. And stick around because tomorrow we're going to be talking about the work that we can do as men to break out of this isolation and build real connections with the people in our lives.